ahead and call the meeting of the Granite Falls City Council to order. Okay, agenda additions. Staff has one at 6A, liquor license for the Yes House. And then 6B2, we'll scratch that tonight and pick that back up on the 6th of July at that meeting. Other information down on 7A, instead of Justin, it'll be John here tonight. And I think that's it from staff. Anything else from council? Okay, seeing nothing, we'll move forward here then. Looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda as written, or if somebody would like something pulled from it.
So move unless somebody's got something else to do.
Okay, thank you, Dwayne.
I'll second it.
And a second, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Let's see here. Can we, this EDA report, is there anything there?
No, just,
To add?
well, outside the action item under 6B1, but no,
Yep.
nothing, just information otherwise.
Okay. Let's sneak in that, motion for the liquor license for the Yes House here.
So we received a Yes House liquor license for the add-on here. We wanted to visit with council. So this is kind of a unique license. We've never issued a license like this before. Christine, if you don't mind, just maybe explaining how that worked.
It's a consumption and display license that will allow them to have parties that bring in alcohol. So the Yes House themselves can't sell it, they can't even serve it. It has to be just the party that comes in is responsible for their own alcohol and bringing it in and out. For an example, a bridal shower, they could come in and bring their alcohol for the shower, and then they'd have to take it out with them. So it's not allowed to be sold, it's just served as a guest at the Yes House. So it's unique. We don't, I had to work with the state to get it. They wanted a full license, and this was the best we could do, so.
Who wanted a full license?
The Yes House did.
It would still have to be renewed annually, correct?
This would be, yes.
Yeah.
And what does this cost?
Well, it's up to council. So the Yes House isn't getting any revenue off this. It's just simply saying if they have a guest use that space, they're allowed to serve alcohol, like mimosas for a bridal shower or whatever. But it's up to council if you want to set a fee for this application.
And it does cost them $250 with the state to apply for it.
So they apply to the state for this as well?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a state and then there's the city then, just like,
And it's up to council if you want to set a cost. Other temporary liquor license, again, this isn't quite the same, but just to kind of give an idea, it's what, $7? $7.
per time.
Per day or
Per time, but this is an annual
This is an annual.
Yeah,
license.
right.
Yeah, they're not
So-
selling it, though.
But they're not making any money off
And
of
it's
it.
not
20
even
bucks.
entirely up to them whether the group that's coming in is gonna serve alcohol.
Correct,
Like,
yes.
they have
It's just
no-
if they do, yes.
So who's responsible?
There.
The Yes House or
Yes.
the people that bring it in?
Yes House is
Yes
still
House.
responsible.
Like if people are overserved kind of thing? Is that what it was?
Yeah, they would
Okay.
take the liability, yes. So I'm assuming they would come up with their own contract and have whoever's there
Yeah.
sign a contract.
This is something the state has seen before or
Yes.
was well aware of or? Huh.
Does this license have a name, like, under the,
Consumption and display.
okay.
Any other discussion? Any thoughts?
And in the past, they've always their temporary license appropriately, so I can't imagine that they change, but it's a little bit, I don't think it'd be used that often, but you never know.
Okay, thank you. Any other thoughts? Anybody want to take it to any other direction?
Would anybody be opposed for a $50 annual fee for our paperwork on our end that we gotta do every year for it?
Seems fair.
I know they're not making any money on it, but it's taking staff time to
Correct.
work on it every year. I'm making a motion to approve the license and with a $50 annual fee.
I'll second that.
Okay, and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Alright,
Opposed? Aye? Okay. All right, then we're gonna drop down to 6B. We got Amy's here with the EDA tonight, and she has Shannon with her. Come on up. Welcome, Shannon. Okay. And the EDA is looking for some bond, okay?
Mayor and members of the council, as we've discussed previously, the EDA is working towards issuing bonds to fund a 4-unit senior housing project, senior being 55 and older. As part of that process, they've asked the city to lend its general obligation pledge, meaning its ability to levy taxes in the event that housing revenues aren't sufficient to make bond payments. What they have to demonstrate to you during this process is that they have the ability to cover 110% of the debt service payments, and in reviewing financial statements for the existing housing that the EDA has, they have more than sufficient revenues to meet that debt coverage requirement and make the payments on the obligations. And so ultimately, as a part of this process, we're required to hold a public hearing both at the EDA and the city council. And tonight's our city council public hearing with regard to this issue. And following the public hearing, you'd be asked to act on a resolution approving the housing finance program, which describes the project in a little bit more detail, just indicating four units, a bond issue of up to $950,000, intending to charge approximately $1,500 per month for rent, and describing the statutes that were authorized to issue these bonds under. So it gives a preliminary approval for the EDA to issue bonds, and it adopts the housing program that describes the project. The EDA held a similar public hearing last week. There was no public in attendance, not much for comments. This EDA's acted on its resolution giving preliminary approval to proceed, and so ultimately they're asking the council to do the same. The final steps in the process will be on July 6th for the city council to give final approval. At that meeting, you'd have the final terms of the bond issue, which are pretty close to being finalized, and ultimately, you'd have a short resolution to adopt authorizing the EDA to issue the bonds with the general obligation pledge of the city. On July 13th, the EDA would actually act on an award resolution, then issuing the bonds, approving the bond sale, and the issue would close on July 28th. So, happy to answer questions from the council or public during the public hearing process, but, we'll see me one more time.
All right, thank you, Shannon.
Again, the EDA, just to make sure everyone understands, the EDA is issuing the debt, but the city is backing by an obligation pledge. I know the EDA plans between levy dollars and rental income to make the bond payments, but if the event there is a financial gap, the city ultimately is backing the obligation debt. So I just wanna make sure everyone understands that. So really, EDA has authority to issue their own bonds, but because we are tied with the backing of the obligation, that is why the city council's involved in this process.
Yep.
Should also reference that the EDA is investing $500,000 in cash into the project, likely
Yep, yep, good points, good points. Does everybody understand that? Anybody have any questions on that? Okay, thank you. Okay. Now, can we
Yep.
close?
Yep, we can, if there's no other comments, the public hearing can be closed and council can elect to move forward on the resolutions.
Okay. One last call. Does anybody have anything? Does everybody understand what they're asking for before we close the public hearing? All right, hearing none, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. And now we're looking for a motion to approve and support.
Yep, it's for the resolution, so it'd be for
Yep.
the housing program, right, like you said, and then,
It's a
And then the
resolution
preliminary.
adopting the housing program and giving preliminary approval to the economic development authority to issue up to $950,000 in general obligation backed bonds.
Okay, well said, Shannon. Anybody care to make that resolution?
I will.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll second it.
And second, thank you. Great. Yeah, we're here to support the EDA and really excited about what they got going on, so. Okay, any other comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Scratch that one out of the way. I think we can just keep working our way down here now. Ooh, can't call for a hearing quite yet, can we?
okay, we can
Is it?
skip it. Yeah, we can just keep, we can come back to that.
Yeah, let's go to diseased elm tree, the tree bids. We had, what, 2 bids, did we?
2 bids, the lowest bid came back, the first initial bid, because remember, we received 1 bid, and
Yep.
then we elected to reject bids and rebid it. The lowest of all 3, including the original, is from North 40 Tree Service and Landscaping out of Clarkfield at $25.95 per inch, and then an additional $6.50 for stump grinding. Just for reference, I mean, this is a budgeted item. The city has 13,000 budgeted this year, and last year we did spend a little over $7,000. So just looking for approval to accept the lowest bid and move forward with North 40 Tree and Landscaping.
And Christine was just telling me we had them for about the last 4 years, 3, 4
Yes,
years?
this is the one that we traditionally had,
Okay.
and partly why we rejected the last bid is they noted that they wanted to submit a bid, they just got held up with other things and they didn't quite submit it on time,
Okay,
but we had a feeling it would be less.
okay,
I'll make a motion to go with them.
thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor of awarding the Dutch elm tree removal to North 40 Tree Service or Tree and Landscape signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, thank you. Now we have 6:15. We can go back up to 6B3 for the public hearing of the electric rate.
Sure. So I re-enclosed again as a refresher the memo that was put together by Tim Miller with MRES. As a reminder, every 3 years, it's standard practice that the city complete an electrical rate study. The rate study cost is covered by Compass. However, this one was delayed a bit, given the substation project, because we wanted to see what the financial plan was for that project, prior to considering any type of a rate increase. As a result of utilizing some reserves, obviously that weighed heavily into the recommendation of a 3% rate increase. So enclosed is a breakdown of what those new rates would look like, but roughly again, a 3% increase. And it was recommended to go in effect as starting in August. So a reminder, per the city's charter, anytime there's a utility rate increase, we do advertise and allow for a public hearing, for anyone to share any feedback or ask questions. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on the proposed electric rate increase? Okay. With that, can we close the public hearing? We'll close the public hearing. We'll come back. We'll be asking for a resolution to approve the rate increase.
So, since the public hearing is closed, it's up to council. Council can elect to take action and implement, the rate increase now, starting August. Or we can bring it back to the next council meeting, but traditionally, we've handled it after the public hearing. But, so up to council either way.
Okay. Is there any discussion out of the public hearing by the council? Anybody have questions? Anybody?
So part of it would be to, one, build reserves, and two, to help catch up or make some of the payments for the transformers. when
Yeah,
they-
that full 3% is because of this project, because we're utilizing a little over 1.5 million in reserves, so it's taking into account building that fund back and paying ourselves back, as well as being cognizant of inflationary increases, capital items needs, that also played into a little bit, but it is primarily because of the project.
We're looking for a motion.
Question?
I'd say if you wanna be real specific, 1% is probably just the normal increase that would be recommended, and the 2% is related to the project, if I had to break it down.
Being, we're fortunate to have the reserves to use,
We wanna keep building them.
and now we need to build them back, so the next group down the road will be fortunate to be able to use them as well.
Well, and there's other things coming too. I will tell you, for example, I mean, granted, it will be another 20 years yet, but I will tell you in today's dollars, to replace those diesel generators would be about 6 million. So, and we have new meters we need to purchase, which will be about $500,000 for new meters. So, continuing to build reserves is
Mhm.
needed.
That'll be Beth and Dan's problem by that time.
The generators, yes. The meters, no. That will be more in like the next
The
3 years.
generators.
But the generators, yes, that will be a big purchase in another 20 years.
Yeah, okay. Any other discussion?
I'll make a motion to move forward with the 3% increase.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor of a 3% electrical rate signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. Now we got 6B5, police equipment.
There is a letter enclosed from Mike. This is a budgeted item to replace portable radios and squad car computers. They're at their life expectancy and recommended for replacement. Both items together came in slightly under budget. So just looking for council approval. There's 2 quotes enclosed. Recommendation is to go with the lowest quote.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on the equipment replacement or the 2 bids that were received? Would anybody like to make a
I'll make a
Motion.
motion to take the 2 lowest bids for the computers and the radios.
Okay, thank you, Craig. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Those in favor of purchase of the updating the radios and the computer replacement for the squad cars signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you. Let's see here. Now we have the airport lighting upgrade project.
Yes, so enclosed is some information from Silas, so we did receive 4 bids. The lowest is from Neo Electric Solutions. I did ask Silas about them because I have not heard of them before, and I don't believe, at least since I've been here, that we've ever worked with them before. He said that they have worked with Neo Electrical Solutions quite many times for similar electric projects, never had any concerns, good experience, anticipates high-quality work. They're based out of Hudson, Wisconsin, is where they're based out of. But per the project, they were the lowest bid between administration costs and the whole project. It's a little over 1 million. Again, the state funds it at 90%, the city at 10%. Originally, when we were looking at this project, there was concerns if the state was going to increase their contribution, because if you recall, we did see some increases on these type of projects from originally compared to what was first estimated. The state did review and they did come back and they did increase their shares, or meaning that the project, if approved, can be completed in a single phase versus breaking it into 2 phases. So one of the action items is, with that, and enclosed is a MnDOT funding amendment request that council needs to approve, in addition to a construction administration proposal from Bolton and Mink, and then the lowest bid from Neo Electrical Solutions. So all costs in, the city's local match is $105,950. Our match is a budgeted item.
Okay. This is the one where we had some concern because some of the lighting was foreign made, was that it or something?
Yes, there was tariff costs on it,
Yeah.
so as a result, I mean, this project was still over $200,000 than what was previously estimated, but by the time we did go out to bids, they did see some of the pricing come down.
Okay.
Cause Bolton and Mink anticipated it was gonna be even more of a financial gap than that. But MnDOT did review it, and I don't know where they got the additional funding from, but they did commit for the additional funding for their 90% match.
Very good.
So, makes it easier doing it 1 phase versus 2 phase.
Yep. Very good. Anybody have any questions on that? Everybody understand the resolution that's needed for the MnDOT fund, admin?
It'd be bid results, the construction administration portion, and the enclosed MnDOT funding amendment
Okay,
request for the additional funds.
okay,
So it'd be technically 3 items, but that can be handled in a single resolution if desired.
okay. But the lowest bid will be separate.
It can all be in
can
the
all
same,
be
it
one?
could still all be in a single resolution, it would be fine.
Okay,
Fully up to council.
okay. Make it simple then and just put it all together. Any other discussion? Will this happen yet this year?
I can't say that 100%. It's a big project. It's gonna be a lot. I think it is gonna depend on the contractor's schedule as well. I think certainly some of it could start yet this fall, but there is a possibility it could be a next year project. Unfortunately, right now, I don't know.
So in the bid itself then, there is no completion date?
Not within the single year of the bid, no.
Okay.
No. We work with traditionally, we've worked with the contractor on when it can be done.
Okay. Okay,
So my educated assumption is it would be started this fall, but it may have to go into next year, possibly.
how does the airport commission feel?
Airport Commission met, we did not have a quorum, but those in attendance were supportive of moving forward. I think it needs to be done. We have a lot of issues with our lighting out there. Troy's out there often. We have wires that are melting. It's pretty bad. This has
Yep.
been a big want item, I think, ever since I started.
Okay.
So, they're pretty excited to see it get done, because it's a need.
I guess I would so move that we go ahead with it.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thanks, you, Brad. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed? Okay. Hydro facility battery bank replacement.
This is a budgeted item. This is for the batteries over at the substation and connected with the hydro facility. These batteries support key pieces of equipment, both in the substation as well as the hydro plant in the event of power outages. Compass has offered to work with the electrical department for the installation portion. Alex has offered to do that, so there's no installation costs. It would be just the direct cost for the battery replacement. Two quotes are enclosed. The lowest is from Action Battery in the amount of $7,728. Again, this is a budgeted item as well. Staff, as well as Compass, is recommending we move forward and replace the batteries.
What was, how much do we have budgeted?
So it actually ties in the fund. We have $40,000 for upgrades, various upgrades, so it's connected with that fund.
Okay. But a charger is not needed, is that right?
Yes, originally that was quoted. I don't know all the details surrounded that. It's
Okay.
just, it was determined that was not needed between Jade and Alex. So,
Okay,
and I trust that judgment.
yep. Very much so. Any other questions? Okay. Somebody like to take action?
I'll make a motion to approve the lowest quote.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor of accepting the lowest quote from Action Battery in the amount of $7,728 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. That's that.
Tracy stepped out for a minute, see if she's gonna try to make a phone call.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest, I don't know where,
Yeah,
we anticipated John to be here, so I don't know if he got lost or delayed with construction.
okay, we'll jump down. Can we jump down and take 7B?
They were told of the meeting time too, so I don't know. Yeah, 7B, this was talked about before, council wanted to table it, think about it, and bring it back for more discussion. Again, it was an idea that's been brought up a handful of times. More recently, a council member brought it up to me as well. And having a conversation, not only as a graffiti deterrent, but a comment was shared with like the Arts Council, for example, putting a mural on the 212 bridge there. A lot of people do use that sidewalk. It's the sidewalk that connects to the museum and Memorial Park. It would be a nice feature. The thought was if we wanted to do something like that, cameras and lighting would be recommended to be installed as well, and utilize the Granite Falls Energy Dividend funding, as that funding council has set aside towards community-related projects. You know, no pressure, whatever council would like to do, it was just an idea. It's been brought up a number of times. It was actually first brought up by a first community artist in residency. Like I said, it was brought up again by Public Works staff, it's brought up by the Arts Council, and then recently a council member did inquire too, so. I just wanted to bring it to the table for discussion, it's fully up to council.
Talked about it, yeah, a month, 6 weeks ago or whatever. And, yeah. Does anybody, what's your feelings?
I drive that road pretty much every day, morning, night. I always see them passing 212 over 212. I don't see anybody going underneath there. And, I mean, $14,000 for something that, the graffiti, I would say, can we go cheaper and just paint it down there a different color, so I mean, the graffiti's a little covered, and then we can always have the city crew. I mean, it'd be one thing, it was really used a lot, but I'm seeing bikes and I'm seeing walkers going over the bridge or at the intersection where they cut across by Wing Bang, in between Wing Bang and Fagan's. I don't know what kind of usage we have down there.
I guess I don't pay attention personally. I've just been told by Public Works that people do use it. But
Okay.
that's the only
I mean, it
feedback
could be
I can
attractive to have though, like, lights and cameras down there, because people may not be using it because
Yeah,
safety concerns or whatever. I mean, I know I felt that way before.
I use it all the time, but like,
Yeah.
when I'm with people, like, girls will say, I don't come down here if
Yeah.
I'm by myself,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, I do use it, but I always have that thought, is someone
Yeah.
down here, you
Yeah.
know, like.
Well, it's hidden, I mean, I'd hate to,
Would lights and cameras make a difference?
I think lights would.
Cameras might, I mean, sure. I mean, I don't.
I grew up right in that area, you know, and
Does get
stuff, and
graffitied a lot.
I grew up in that area, you know, and I mean, for 50 years, it's been the same thing. The same people have hung out there, you know, or things like this. I'm afraid you put lights and cameras down there, they're gonna throw rocks at them, they're gonna take them right off, you know? My personal feeling is, I don't think it would be financially responsible to spend $15,000 underneath that bridge, is my feelings.
what would the lights be for? I mean, is it dark
Better-
down there even during
oh,
the
yeah,
day?
Just better visibility, especially in evening hours.
Everywhere you walk in town, there's streetlights, except for there. Doesn't mean that it's not dark in the park once you get to the park, across the bridge, but, you know.
And if council wants more time to think about it, that's fine too. It's whatever is desired here. It's just an idea that's been brought up a number of times, so just wanted to share it.
Well, what's everybody's thoughts?
I would be opposed to lights down there, but spending money on mural that would go there, people are just gonna go down there and paint it over again anyways. So,
Do a light color or something where they can repaint it over and.
yeah, I think it's just gonna be perpetual repainting of it, no matter what we do, whether we have cameras or, lights, but I wouldn't be opposed to lights to make it a little safer for people to walk down there, but.
What would it take? I mean, it'd be interesting just to see possibly what it would cost to put light under there. I don't know where,
We got a quote from Troy.
Yeah, we got a bid.
was there?
Yes,
Was there?
it was part of that total cost.
Okay. Oh, is that part of the
Yeah.
15 or 14,000?
Yes,
Yeah.
all of that was for the artist stipend,
Okay,
the materials, cameras, and the lighting. So for the lighting, quote from Troy is $5,370.
Was that a bid package total, or was Troy the only one with bid?
It's quotes.
So we didn't do a bid process for,
We don't need to, we're not
Not for
required.
that?
We're not required for state statute. Now, if council wants to get another quote, we can, but that's a quote.
I mean, like Brad said, I wouldn't really be opposed for the lighting first and see how that goes and see how the ones that are walking, if they're feeling better, comfortable, or whatever. I mean, I walk down it and like I said, I would probably go 212, but I mean, if it's easier and it's a little bit more scenic by the river,
Maybe lights alone would be enough to deter people from vandalizing.
yeah. Yeah, you know, it might be. I thought at one time, wasn't there talk of some signs up by that stoplight intersection, trying to direct the walking traffic down on that sidewalk instead of crossing, or
I don't recall that, I
don't
guess.
recall that?
Last word I had about signs from MinDOT is they think there's too many signs.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
They're trying to narrow it down.
Yeah, it gets busy and a lot to look at.
Yeah. Just that there's really no, yeah.
The only thing is, if I'd recommend with the lights, at least put some kind of bracket, because there are rocks and stuff gonna get thrown at it, it's
Well, we have that problem with streetlights,
Yeah.
even in neighborhoods too.
but I mean, with down there, if we do the heavy-duty lights. or
That happens
whatever,
everywhere.
But I don't know if they're looking at more fancier lights, or,
No, nothing fancy.
Just need to be rock proof. Yeah.
I mean, I would just say like, a mural is beautiful, is a nice idea around town, but I don't know that down there it's really served that purpose. Like, I think you're right that people are still gonna graffiti if they wanna graffiti, and but a mural's beautiful, but I would, if people wanna pursue that, put it someplace more visible, I think. Where it adds something to,
I think letter walls, like just a whitewashed wall would just brighten it up too, you know? And be easy to paint over if it gets tagged.
Okay,
Well, what I'm hearing is interested in lights at this time and.
So-
not more.
yeah.
is it worthwhile to get other quotes?
We can
Or is
get,
that too complicated?
no,
for
we
something?
would just ask another electrician for a secondary quote. And if council wanted to approve it contingent on 2 quotes and the lowest of 2 quotes, that's fine.
So if you're gonna ask ask that Falls Electric,
Correct, that would be the
Yeah,
other one we would.
the other one in town here, so we got both local,
Yep.
giving you a quote on it. See what you get for, make sure they're bidding apples to apples or whatever
Yep,
there, and
John will
come
visit
back
with them.
and, see what they get, give us the quotes and we'll talk about it from there, but
Okay.
what I'm hearing is, right now, it's just looking at the light end of it, and that'll be it for now, and we'll just
Not to
put the rest aside.
drag it on further, but if we're gonna make a trail that goes out past, towards the county, whatever, along that creek, would lighting under the other bridge, the 223 bridge, make sense too?
Possibly, but maybe let's hold off
Okay.
to see if that project even moves forward.
Okay.
Cause there's some challenges there, we're still working through. It's feasible, but there's challenges.
Yep.
So, cause we could incorporate that as part of the project cost too, with funding with the
Yeah.
state. But good point, you're right.
Okay. So with that being said, are we waiting on anybody yet, or are we done?
Yeah, no, let's see, what's the,
Did he turn around and go home?
No, he got lost. So hopefully he'll be here in the next 2 weeks. He is on his way.
John for
Yeah?
Abdo, he got lost,
Coming to Granite?
apparently.
Wasn't he just out here for the deal
Well-
here a few months?
But there's like 3 detours now.
Yeah, his
So,
GPS kind of took him.
They're building a roundabout by Browntown, and that's
Oh,
kind of
is he from the
wonky.
metro?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think they have three detours now.
That's a small detail.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, he got lost somehow. Maybe he doesn't use GPS and he's still pulling Quest maps. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
so,
He looks 30, I think he's using Google Maps.
Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to give him some credit, I don't know. You thought maybe like 10 minutes-ish, or did he?
His GPS, when I talked to him on the phone, said 8 minutes.
Okay,
He should be here any minute then.
yeah, so maybe we'll just hang out.
but
and-
that's the same GPS that got him lost?
Apparently.
Really?
It's probably gonna taking the Montevideo Highway 7 route
Oh.
to get to town.
Yeah,
I can't
He'd
take the
probably be
212
the
bridge, I
only
guess I'm
one
going
doing
all the way
that
to Montevideo.
detour.
Yeah.
I think everybody else is going through town. Well, I hate to say it, I would.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would too.
There's a lot of trucks.
well, I heard the popcorn stand's doing pretty good.
Excellent. Have you seen an increase down there?
Had an excellent weekend
Really?
down there, yep.
Awesome.
Good weather helps too, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but
Air conditioner helps too, doesn't it?
that helps, that does help the workers, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we're
But,
good.
yeah, it's been, good,
Been
good,
good?
We had a really good night last night.
good, even all last week, it was good, so.
So what's a good night? Well, oh, heck, we can't.
We don't want to divulge our secrets at the popcorn stand here, Brad.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we ain't going there.
Keep in mind, it's good that they do good, cause it all goes back into the community to help kids,
Absolutely.
so.
Every
we want 'em
dollar.
To do good.
Yeah, after I take my
Hours you
20%.
guys put into that thing.
All us the kids.
Here comes a guy
7 days a week,
from May first to,
that's a commitment from a group.
Here's our Abdo guy.
that's a lot of hours. That's just there, not to mention the behind the scenes stuff that goes on.
If I was late, I would have brought ice cream.
Yeah, be fair.
Popcorn or something.
Okay.
Next, I guess.
Is the road open up on Friday then? Is that? It was like a 12-day
It was,
thing,
it was
wasn't
12
it?
days,
Yeah.
yep,
And then it comes again in August for another.
September.
September for 12 days? Okay.
So they might open it on Friday
might, yeah, or for sure by Monday.
or Monday. Didn't really, I thought I saw the construction update on Facebook and it didn't really say anything about.
Yeah, they said originally 12, they thought 12 days. But of course, it's like 2 days worth of work and the rest is.
Letting it
curing
cure.
Yeah.
Thursday's the soccer game of the Senates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from 9 to 2, if anybody's around, and stuff in there.
They built that pretty quick.
Yeah, they waste no time.
Nice looking building,
Mm-hmm.
nice looking building. Tracy, did you scare him off or what?
He went
Oh,
to
there
the
he is.
restroom real fast.
He's not gonna be able to get in the door.
Oh,
with the
nice.
council.
Oh,
Now we lock him in.
he's just had one hurdle after another. Hi.
I don't know where I got detoured, but.
It's okay, we weren't, we,
Yeah.
Yeah, come on up, welcome.
Yeah, again, apologies about my tardiness.
Slow down, you're all right.
Coming from, Stillwater, Minnesota, so it's.
Oh, that's a haul.
It's a bit of a hike, But, yeah, I don't know where my map's taking me, so I ended up being on the road for like 10 miles. I started to question like, what's going on? I don't know. But,
happens to the best of us.
yeah. Do you want me to share the presentation, or just, you guys got a lot of fun?
They do have copies, or we
Yeah, we're in
can
front,
display
yeah.
it too, either one's fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine with me if you guys have the copy in front of you. So, I guess for those of you that don't know me, first of all, for a brief introduction, my name's John Stachel. I'm a supervisor with Abdo, been with the firm for 5 years now. This is also my 4th year in the city of Granite Falls audits. And I've worked with Justin Nilsson, a partner on the audit, very closely with other cities too. So, tonight I'll be presenting the 2025 financial statement audit for the city of Granite Falls. Before I start, I just want to send a thank you to council for just letting me present tonight, and also to Tracy, Crystal, Lynn, everyone on city staff that helped us get to this point too. And feel free to stop at any point, or stop me at any point in this presentation, interrupt me for any questions that you have too. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with our audit presentation. Just for a brief introduction overview of what I'm going to cover today. I'll cover the audit opinion, so that the opinion we issue to the city and then our responsibility, some general fund results, unassigned fund balance results, also budget actual, other governmental funds. I'll cover some of the changes in fund balance and special revenue funds and capital improvement funds, and some enterprise funds too, so electric, water, sewer. And then a few key performance indicators, just some comparative graphs to other peer groups, class 4 cities, so cities that are below a population of 10,000, and also cities in yellow Madison County. So to get going, for the auditor's opinion for the audit results, we did issue the city an unmodified opinion under GAAP. You could think of this as a clean opinion or what the city's looking for. We also do perform testing on certain Minnesota legal compliance. The state sets forth specific statutes that we need to test for the city, some of those being, we test 25 random disbursements, ensure that they clear within a 35-day legal compliance time frame. That's just what the state sets forth, and other statutes as well. So like I mentioned, we did issue the city unmodified opinion, which is what the city is looking for. For our fiscal year 2025 findings for audit results, we did issue the city 2 findings this year. You're probably really familiar with the top one, the preparation of financial statements. We issue that to, at least for myself, probably at least 95% of the clients that we work with or that I work with. It's just saying that I would always prepare the financial statements. The second finding is the material audit adjustments, the internal control finding. So during the audit, some corrections, some journal entries have been made to fix, I believe it was the debt service principal balances and also to record certain accounts payable. And that was material enough, or think of it as significant enough financial statements where it warranted a finding. This isn't anything to be concerned of per se, it's also a very common finding reached to a lot of our cities. It might have been a fine in the past too, I just can't remember if it was in prior audits or not, so. I can stop if there's any questions there. I know the preparation of financial statements has been a finding ever since I've audited the city, so. Again, very common finding.
Okay.
There's no questions there, we can get into the first graph. This graph is the general fund reserves. So it's the unassigned fund balance divided by the next year's general fund budget. We also present, if your presentation's colored, that yellow minimum fund balance policy, that's what council sets forth as what the unassigned fund balance divided by next year's budget should be at a minimum. I guess the biggest takeaways here is the increase in unassigned fund balance increased pretty substantially from 25, so it was from 44.4% to 59.6. That's mainly due to only a budgetary increase of 0.8%, whereas I think, for example, from 24 to 2025 is roughly 11.7% budgetary increase. So it's like that 3.7 jumping to that 4.9 or 4.2 million. That's 11.7% increase, and the 4.2 to 4.268. That's just a 0.8% increase. What else? Some other key takeaways. Unassigned general fund reserves increased approximately $600,000 in 2021 to 2.5 million in 2025, more than tripling over 4 years. Like I mentioned, the city's policy calls for maintaining reserves equal to 40% of the annual general fund expenditures, but reserves reach 59.6 in 2025, nearly 20% points above the targets. So. Probably going a little bit too fast.
No, you're okay.
This table on the next slide is the general fund budget actual. So the furthest left column, those are the final council approved budget amounts for the revenue expenditures and other financing sources for the general fund. The middle is the actual activity at the end of 2025, and then we present the furthest right, the variance, so just the difference between the final and the actual activity. The final budget called for a net decrease in the general fund balance of roughly $5,000, whereas actual activity increased the general fund balance by $603,000. You'll notice there's a overvariance, so the actual revenues came in over budget by roughly $134,000. That was mainly due to intergovernmental grant revenues being more than budgeted for, specifically for police and fire aid. Then also expenditures were under budget, and this was mainly due to the general government, streets and highways, specifically the legal services and street maintenance being less than budget for those programs.
Legal services, you said was in that?
Legal services in the general government program.
Okay. Okay.
And then, like I mentioned before, overall, the general fund balance at the end of 2025 did increase by $630,000. These two graphs on the next slide that I have
those are just the general fund revenues, and then the expenditures and transfers by type for the past 3 years. I don't wanna talk about too much on this slide, just because it's kinda nice just to see, you know, the comparability from the revenue sources and also the expenditures by type, what we're spending on those 5 different, categories. But overall, the allocation for revenues and expenditures has remained consistent in the past 3 years. Getting into some other governmental results. We have a presentation slide here in the special revenue fund balances. I guess keep in mind, if anything, a lot of the special revenue fund balances are committed and also unassigned. There's a distinction between restricted, committed, and unassigned, and committed fund balance just means committed funds are amounts the council has formally dedicated for a future purpose. And the table below just shows the increase or decrease from 24 to 25 for all the special revenue fund balance, or all the special revenue funds the city maintains or holds.
What would be an example of some of that unassigned stuff?
It would just be whatever is, I should say, whatever is not restricted. So restricted funds are legally or externally limited to a specific purpose. Then whatever is not committed, and whatever is, I know it gets confusing here, but whatever is not assigned. Unassigned funds are amounts intended for a specific use, but without a specific, or without a formal legal or council level restriction. So whatever is left over, the city has no intention or legal obligation to use towards anything.
Okay.
Which is why it's so limited, because a lot of, as you notice, like
Yep.
lodging tax, community activity center, cable TV,
Okay,
are committed for specific purposes.
thank you.
Yeah. And then again, moving on to the other governmental funds, capital project fund balances. There's one, which we consider a major capital project fund, which is the capital improvements. You'll note that from 25 to 2024, it did decrease significantly. This was due to the purchase of the 2025 and the clean fire truck. And I will mention in 2026, the city should receive or will receive bonding of roughly $1 million, which we received into that fund, which will cover most of that deficit. And I believe the 2023 street improvements project was closed out, just due to that project being completed. I don't know, I think it was closed out, I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it was closed out of the general fund, I believe. But again, most of that fund balance in the capital project funds are unassigned and also assigned. I know the classification gets super confusing too, so. And the debt service funds, the next slide shows all the outstanding bonds the city holds, the cash specific to each of those funds, so all those funds listed below, and then all the assets, which is mainly just all the cash it holds, those funds hold. The graph to the left is the principal and interest payments on all those bonds for the next 10 years.
Things will get better pretty soon.
Yeah, you can see obviously from 2030 to 2031.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a huge, huge dip.
Yeah.
So a lot of those bonds are
That's-
returning around those years.
You know, just goes to look at and shows everybody what we've cut back on and the changes we've done and things like that, so, yeah. Yeah, very good.
Moving on to some of the enterprise funds the city holds, specifically the electric fund. This is the cash flow from operations and cash balances. The top graph, the orange bars represented by operating receipts, I guess for the past 4 years. And then the yellow is the operating costs, and also the debt payments that the electric fund has. So the past 4 years, operating receipts have exceeded operating costs and debt payments. Below just shows the cash held on the electric fund, and also the minimum target balance, which is just next year's principal and interest payments in the electric fund, and also six months of operating costs, which for the electric fund is well above that minimum target balance every year. next week's slides are gonna be the exact same, but just for different, enterprise funds. So here's the water fund.
And actually, if you don't mind me pausing, just real fast note on the electrical fund, that big jump that you see, we did get $2 million in RDA funding for the hydro plant project, and not all the expenses were incurred in '25, majority is gonna be in '26, so just note, that's why you see that big increase. We actually more have like 5.2 million in that fund.
Okay.
Thanks for so that's helpful. And the water fund, past 4 years, operating receipts have just been below the cost of debt payments. And you'll note from 24 to 2025, the cash balance in the water fund did significantly decrease. That was mainly due to construction expenses for the 2025 water main loop improvement project occurring in 2025, but the grant funding, mostly grant funding, and the bonding for the project being received in 2026, so the two be received.
Yeah, so once we
Oh,
rec-
well, okay, go ahead.
once we receive that, it will put us over 100,000 sitting in that account. However, as.
More so just timing at the year.
Yes, it just was timing with that. However, as council's aware too, you know, each year we have increasing, the rate, taking into account as doing slow rate increases, cause back in the day when they calculated the revenue compared to the debt service levy, that's not quite what happened, as per originally planned. However, note in this particular fund, as a reminder too, we do have a bond that's gonna be dropping off in '28. So between rate increases and the bond dropping off, we will see this fund turn around. I had a conversation with, you might have been tied with that email,
Yeah,
but we're gonna
that's the one with Justin.
yeah, we're gonna reach out to Justin, Tracy, myself, and work with him this fall when we do our analysis again on the water fund. Just note that.
Thank you.
And again, moving on to the sewer fund, the city maintains, again, cash flows, from operations and cash balances. The receipts have been coming over just below operating costs and debt payments for the past 4 years. Of the sewer fund cash balance as well above budget and target balance from April 2022.
Would this be the same situation then with that water main loop and stuff like that? Has this got
Nope.
anything tied to that?
Nope, so this fund, in addition to the water fund, as council's note again from past conversations, the sewer fund does have healthy reserves. However, the operational costs are exceeding, so like the water fund, we've been doing slow rate increases each year as well.
Okay. So we got a little ways to go there yet.
We do, but kind
We
of
got-
the previous conversations with councils to do slow rate increases and slowly work up the fund back where it needs to be.
Yep.
You know, I will tell you, some of this is tied, of course, with, you know, when we do street projects, of course, we pay bond payments. I mean, all of that does impact this fund as well. So there's different things that impact this fund just outside of operational costs, but, yes, like the water fund, this fund will continue to have slow rate increases.
How long have we got debt to go yet on this one? Once we get that cleared, we're
Ooh.
in the clear, but
I'll kind of pull it up, hang on.
you don't need to do
Well,
it
there's
now.
no capital debt on the facility. The debt that we're seeing are tied with, infrastructure improvements, so your street projects.
Okay.
So that will be probably
So
part
it's
of the.
ongoing,
It's
basically. Okay.
ongoing, yeah, but in terms of the facility, there's none.
Okay.
And that's because of
So
the
I was looking at
age.
that, I'm like, man, if we get that black out of there, we just get the gold.
Yeah, that's just
Doesn't
street
sound like that's what's gonna
projects.
happen, so.
I do think some will be coming out, that 2031, that drop off, I think there's some that will also help, but again, it's gonna be part of that analysis we do this fall as
Yeah.
well.
If it's perpetual street improvements,
It,
special.
yes,
whatever
because when you
assessments.
redo a street, the water portion gets charged to the water fund, the sewer
Yeah.
portion gets charged to the sewer fund, so that's part of it. The other challenge again, and I touched on this too in my last kind of weekly update is, you know, we have an aged facility, we have a lot of needs. You know, Tracy, myself and Chris sat down and kind of went through, just kind of a more in-depth list, and we came up with about $1 million worth of improvements that are really needed to this facility. We're starting to discuss some options and what makes sense. Do we try to budget and increase rates and do a bit each year, or do we do a larger project and try to do a combination of state bonding dollars? Because we're seeing the political environment shift more for support of water and wastewater facilities in combination of PFA funding, which could include some loan and some grant dollars. So we're kind of analyzing what makes sense. So more to come on that as well.
I think just for some, I was looking at that too, I think it's like roughly $695,000 of outstanding debt in the sewer fund too. just
Yeah.
to give you an idea. And a lot of that is maturing, late 2000s, like 2028, 2009, or 2029. And also, around 2037, so I think one model is.
So we'll take that into consideration too
Yeah.
when we're looking at rate increases. Because we also need to build the fund, right? Both the water fund and the sewer fund to meet future needs, especially the water fund. I mean, it's a new facility now, but in another, we're starting to already see new software updates, new equipment that's needed, and you add another 10 years from now, we're gonna see bigger expenses. And the goal that staff has here is we wanna start building up those reserves so we can pay for things when they come up versus just issuing debt.
Yep.
But those
So that's
require
a lot of infrastructure
rate,
to maintain, you know.
it's a lot of infrastructure, it's very costly, you know, and that's even a bigger discussion of cities smaller than us, you know, some of them are, when they need a new facility, it's $30-some million and they can't afford it. And that's what I'm seeing a lot go before the legislator is, it's hard to maintain these facilities when you're a smaller community. I'll get off my soapbox.
The last slide, we present cash flows and operations cash balances for the liquor fund. The table, dates back to 2023, just kind of shows the gross profits, percentage to, gives a detailed sales and the cost of sales for the past 3 years. Gross profit has remained relatively consistent from 23.5% to 23.9% and then 2025. There also was, I think, a remodel project.
Yes, I was just gonna note that,
Keep in mind.
and that was fully funded
That's
out of
probably why.
reserves,
That's
yes,
also why,
yes.
yeah. Thanks for saying that. So, yeah, like Chris mentioned, that's why cash, the reserves dipped from 2024 to 2025. Started to develop the project.
All right.
And then, yeah, the next slide is just, I don't know, just like a little brief information, brief financial information about the other enterprise funds that the city maintains. So again, the liquor store, the motor vehicle, and the community housing, where we consider nominated enterprises, enterprise funds. Just shows you the net position from 2024 to 2025 overall, and those three funds, there was a net increase of $89,000. Also, just a breakdown of total cash on those funds, and also the breakdown of net position, unrestricted and net investment capital assets for the past 3 years. And then that increase in net investment capital assets from 24 to 25 is due to the water main loop project. Actually, excuse me, that would be the liquor store model. This is just for those two funds, so.
That cash difference on the, cash balance on the liquor store, did we use some out of that, or what went from 405 to 270?
That's the remodel project,
That is,
Yes,
that,
yeah.
okay.
Where's, like, the motor vehicle, where's their funding, like, where's their cash coming from if they have a negative balance in there?
General fund,
So they take they borrow,
Essentially.
or is it just like we just
We-
transfer out and,
we absorb it.
okay. I get that's a good community service.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's ran, I mean, better at least than compared to a handful of years ago, cause the state has increased some fees and whatnot, so that helps. But it has not cash flowed technically for a number of years now,
I don't
Remember where
think
the
that
money came from.
yeah, just general fund.
23 years I've sat here, that's ever cash flowed.
Okay.
No.
I don't expect it to, I just wondering where they get the money from.
I've
If it's
seen it
borrowed
cash
from
flowed a
government.
few years, maybe
Yeah.
by like $600,
Yeah.
but that's about, yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
What
it's,
boy did we hear when it wasn't here?
oh, yeah,
yeah,
oh, we gotta keep it up, we gotta keep it, but,
I have seen some cities just absorb the motor vehicle fund entirely to the general fund and just transfer everything and it's maintained in the general fund.
And that's probably where it needs,
Yeah.
needs to go, to be honest, versus a specialty fund anymore, cause it's just not cash flowing.
Right, but I'd rather see it this way, cause then we can actually see a true number. We throw it in there and then we forget about it, and we, and stuff, and,
Yeah.
okay.
Here are some of the key performance indicators. The next one are just in comparison to peer groups. I will mention, Justin specifically wanted to mention that, a lot of these, like Granite Falls, isn't necessarily overspending compared to peer groups, so the city has significant infrastructure and debt obligations relative to its population size. So because of those costs, those infrastructure costs they need to maintain, they're spread over fewer residents, so Granite Falls shows higher taxes per capita and then debt per capita as well. And I think we have considered in the past, I think, I'm sure is removing these presentation slides because it is probably helpful in some sense to show where the city of Granite Falls is compared to class 4 cities and also the city of North Madison County as well. But it's a hard comparison too because of the nature of the city.
We have a lot of upgrades
We
that
have a
we've
lot.
done.
Compared
That
to, so class 4 cities
compared
obviously
to-
have 10,000, so
Yeah. We got a lot of upgrades. We offer a lot for this size of a community,
Yes, no doubt. I think probably the most of all the cities out that are
You know,
residents.
right? Okay.
But yeah, so obviously the first one, tax rates, City of Granite Falls is well above those class 4 cities and also just above the cities in Madison County for the past 5 years. And then also taxes per capita. Apologize, we don't have the data from the OSA for 24, 2025. Taxes per capita has been above the peer group class 4 cities and also the cities in Madison County for the past 3 years.
Is that based on like, what's this percent? Like, how do you have 110% tax rate? Like, what's that based off of? Like the average nationwide?
For the city of Granite Falls.
117, 122%.
I think, let me pull it open, sorry, I can get a specific answer for you. I still have a spreadsheet.
It's a good question.
No, that was a good question, sorry, on the top of my head. It might take me a little bit to pull that open, but I can come back to that.
Yeah, you can email me later on too, or whatever.
No, I should
We
go
can
back.
keep this train going.
I'll just log it in, sorry.
Attaboy, Dan, you stumped
Okay.
the auditor.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. This might take a while to pull open.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Some other key performance indicators for debt. We present the total debt per capita, so total outstanding debt divided by number of citizens in the city. City of Granite Falls has been well above class 4 cities and also cities in Yale and Madison County for the past 5 years. And also debt service expenditures as a percent of total expenditures, so total expenditure payments made during each year divided by total expenditures the city has been just above class 4 cities, and then also trending above the cities in Yellow Medicine County. We have one more slide here, and that's just the expenditures, so the current expenditures per capita for the past 5 years, and then again comparing the data that we have from 2021 to 2023 to class 4 cities, and then cities in Yellow Medicine County, with the city of Granite Falls being that black bar.
Do we know why 23 was twice as much as the other years?
The street project or what?
But, yeah, 'cause 23, we did have a street project, but that's all I can,
Let me pull up the
3 years ago, yeah. Good question. What did we do?
So let's try to get your answer.
That was,
Sorry.
what, the post
Oh, you
office
can-
street?
Oh,
it's our, we do some.
Water and everything on that street,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Water and sewer. And didn't we do some,
Road probably.
didn't we do something by
know.
the, where we were leaking sewer or water the same time as the bowling alley street?
Yeah.
I think there was 2 projects on that year.
The only thing I could think of was the street project, but
see, I don't.
You, what, the last year we really did a street project? Yep. Yep.
I'm trying to get a specific answer for you, so I just need to prepare both files right now. But that does conclude my presentation. The last slide is just everyone that's working on the audits. Justin knows some of the partner.
John, is it part of Justin's team? You guys have a name that starts with a J to be on there?
I think almost for the past 2 or 3 years, even though we swapped cousins and interns, so this kind of interview, but the master of the Jack is just kind of fun.
Very good.
Thanks for having me on tonight. If I can't pull it up again, I'll make sure.
No, that's fine.
That's a good question.
Or if you just wanna email it to Tracy, maybe
Yeah.
we can email,
Oh.
we can email it to the whole council.
Yeah.
We don't need to keep everyone here for my little curiosity, so. Yeah.
Question, we'll email it to the whole, we'll email it to the whole council.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll email you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, very good, and thank you, and hope you have a better ride back than you did on the way out.
I feel like every time I use Apple Maps, I always regret it, but the reason I drove here is I live in Stillwater, so it's like, it's northeast, so completely part of the state.
Yeah.
Where should I stop for dinner tonight?
You staying or not?
No, I'm gonna drive back tonight. Thought about staying though, but.
Yep. Yep. Well, with this, I'd just like to say thank you to Tracy. This was her first audit that she's been through. Very good job. You're learning a lot. You're doing very well. Appreciate everything. And thanks to staff for being there to help you and being able to surround and help Tracy and things like that, and everything. But I think everybody did a great job. Appreciate everybody. And, thank you for
Thanks for having me on tonight.
presentation.
Apologize for being a little bit late, but.
It's all
No
good.
problem.
You showed up just in time.
Yeah, any questions, feel free to email Justin,
All right.
so I'll get back to you tomorrow with that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. With that being said, anything else to come before council tonight?
Second.
Second. There we go.
She was like, I used to do that job, so I just get curious.
No, good
Yeah.
questions. Make, it's
When they do
important for
the
everyone to
presentations,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah, no. So, all right.